Good evening, everyone. My name is Sergio or Sujiro. Today, as you can see, I will teach you chapter 4. And for today's lesson, we are learning two chapters. As for now, we are rushing right now since we don't have class. Two class we have been skipped. So yeah, I've decided to drag two chapters. Same goes to next week and another next week, which is this chapter has a lot of upcoming slides, which 14 chapter overall, and we just start chapter 4, 10 left for now. So we have several weeks left, 2 weeks left, 2 weeks or 3 weeks, I can't remember, but yeah, we will catch up that soon. Since I want you guys to be relaxed and focusing on your assignments. So as for today, we will start for chapter 4, food purchasing and receiving control. Who are the responsibility for purchasing? It can be owners when you open up a restaurant or a business for a small restaurant or anything that related to food and beverage industry business. You can purchase it on your own as an owner. Managers also can be too because managers' task is to guide the staff, is to handle a shop without owners uh, without owner contribute or should I say without owner involved. Okay, it can be chef, but most probably any experienced chef that knows where do they find a supplier that's selling cheap item or a decent price item. It could be that. It can also be head chef too, where head chef are more experienced than the lower rank chef, where he will do the task by by choosing a quality item with a decent price, which is which could reduce the cost purchasing using owner's business finance. Okay, steward is pencuci pinggan. Mostly steward ni buat kerja beli-beli barang-barang ringan lah. Like for example, maybe contoh chef kata belikan bilis. So when they are busy, they are too busy, help me to buy some items, right? When head chef and the chef are too busy with their job, they have no time to go out from a restaurant to buy something. They request a steward to purchase those items in a busy day. So yeah, these are the responsible list that can purchasing the item for the restaurant. Perishable and non-perishable. Perishable are those items that are typically fresh foods and have relatively short shelf life. Example, meat. Non-perishable, those food items that have been relatively longer shelf life, like for example milk. It could be nuts. It could be anything that related to dry food, like maybe garam, cuka ke, lada. Also can be the item. Yeah, that's the example of perishable and non-perishable foods. Developing standards and standard procedure for purchasing. Quality of food purchase, quality of food purchase, and price at which food is purchased. So this you guys read it. Used for standard purchase specification. They are forced owners or manager to determine exact requirements in advance. Yeah. minta apa tu, claim. Maybe boleh minta claim, misalnya orang bawahan menggunakan duit sendiri untuk beli something, ya yeah, dia boleh force owner atau manager untuk untuk minta claim lah, advance the exact requirement. Diorang juga kalau diorang dapat request daripada orang atasan nak beli barang something something, dia boleh minta apa yang requirement yang diperlukan, barang-barang apa yang diperlukan untuk membeli bahan-bahan untuk masakan. They are often used for menu preparation. They eliminate misunderstanding between words and purveyors. Purveyors is a supplier. Actually stands for supplier, but yeah, what can you do? Purveyors is a more to uh, professional word, which some people will not understand what's the meaning of it. So I will help you to translate what's the meaning of purveyors. Purveyors is supplier. Okay, allows for true competitive bidding. Like for example, uh, you as a chef or the owner deal with the supplier. Which supplier offers you a decent price, not expensive, has a decent quality but a decent price. That would be great. Eliminates needs for detail, verbal description, all this stuff you read lah. Okay, you read it. Steward's market quotation list is for used as a tool by to purchase. So steward, as you know, as you know earlier, that I have explained before, that steward is pencuci pinggan. So inilah tugas dia. Bila masa busy, barang tiba-tiba tak mencukupi, so tugas orang macam ni lah. So you guys read it. Periodic order method. Okay, for this topic, okay, for this topic, periodic order method, amount required for the upcoming period. So what are the periodic order methods? So here's a clear example of the periodic order method, which is also called the periodic review system, where you review an order at fixed price. Okay, every week, every 2 weeks, every month, depends. So this method is a common tool to a small to medium restaurant for items like dry goods, canned item macam tin sardin ke apa, frozen products, daging as usual, weekly staples like mungkin beras, kacang, sayur-sayuran, yeah. And your job task is to check stock. Only at the set times and order enough to cover the next period. So macam ni lah. You order barang ni, contoh, satu minggu tu you busy dengan tugas, and then you dah jual amount of item dalam quantity yang boleh lah. Maybe ada keuntungan dalam setiap bulan. So mesti ada satu hari closing. So dalam satu hari closing tu, which is off day, dalam satu hari closing tu, which is off day, before off day you need to check which item that has less. Barang apa yang perlu beli? Daging tak cukup, sayur tak cukup. So you kena kira lah balik berapa amount yang perlu beli untuk backup for next week. Mungkin kadang-kadang kita boleh detect Okay, weekend memang akan ada ramai customer lah. Masuklah hari Jumaat. Weekdays mungkin kurang. So, you kena pandai lah. Pandai order item lah. Kadang-kadang kalau you decide to off day for one day, tutup kedai untuk satu hari, mungkin kau tak perlu order item untuk 2 kali. Macam restoran yang everyday open. Sebab you boleh detect, you boleh exact the amount of item that you will be sell to the customer, that you will be prepared for your food, and you will be used for the amount of ingredients that for the customer punya uh, food menu lah. So you can exact berapa jumlah item yang you kena beli untuk next week. Mungkin you nak beli 1 minggu straight tu boleh juga. So there is this. Kalau customer tiba-tiba ramai dalam 1 minggu tu, yang tu 2 kali lah purchase. Okay, 2 kali order item stock. Misalnya kalau ada kilang sendiri, tapi kalau tak ada kilang sendiri tu lagi payah sebab you kena pandai lah organize how to purchase those items in a proper way. Okay, let's set for example. These are the example of a period table which I have put it in, and also I have kira-kira and bagi example so you guys can look at it lah. Okay, if you don't understand you can tell me in the chat. It's easy for me, don't worry. I'm always active except at night lah. You can chat me during evening, morning, and or afternoon. So these are the example for you guys to count for this periodic order method. Okay, there are another example which is short example where I have made. Yang ni aku buat example pasal nasi lemak. So yang ni akan explain lah macam-macam. Tapi yang ni untuk beras. Dekat bawah ni pula untuk santan, ikan bilis pun ada, roasted peanut. So these are the example of formula that you guys can use it when you do your assignments lah. Okay, perpetual inventory method. What are the perpetual inventory method? Okay, perpetual inventory method is a common in restaurant with POS system like Toast, Lightspeed, or even basic one integrate with inventory software that automatically tracks stock level every time an item is sold or used. No waiting for weekly count. Okay, like for example, okay, sorry. For example, bila kau ada cashier yang boleh check berapa banyak item yang dijual, contoh sales ke apa ke, you boleh tengok lah berapa jumlah yang you jual kepada customer. And the clear example is how wait, give me a sec. Okay, back to it. So, perpetual inventory method is something that related to a cashier system, like like I said before, like speed. Mungkin dekat Malaysia dia akan pakai uh, apa tanaman ni? Hmm, store hub. Kalau korang perasan ke mana-mana kedai kecil ke, kedai-kedai small coffee shop ke, atau mana-mana lah restoran yang semi semi size of a business or a small business, mereka akan guna store hub ni sebab easy to detect ke semua barang-barang yang apa yang diorang jual, yang berapa banyak customer datang pada hari tersebut. So dari situ diorang akan check sales, yang diorang boleh check berapa yang paling banyak dijual, and diorang boleh detect lah, diorang take note and combine it at the end of the week. So before masuk minggu baru, diorang akan combine semuanya, barang apa yang perlu dibeli, and barang itu inilah, in case they have combined on what they have saw in the cash register. So like for example, when a customer orders nasi lemak at the cashier counter, the cashier rings it up on a POS machine app like a store hub. So as soon as a sale, one plate nasi lemak to system subtract, so there will be the reduction of the items that has been used to make nasi lemak ingredients. Okay, that's the meaning of perpetual inventory method. So these are the example, a very quick example. So you guys can look it up because I have give because I have give what the formula. Okay, if you want to know what's the meaning of what bar stock is something that you have saved the ingredients. Okay, same goes to safety stock. Safety stock which is barang yang tinggal, yang belum diguna pakai lagi, itu dikira sebagai safety stock. So everything for uh, the formula, if you don't understand what meaning of part stock, everything lah, if you don't understand for this formula, you can contact me. Okay, this guys, you guys can read it. This one is the list of supplier to service operator, so you guys can read it, so I don't have to explain much. These are the advantage, you guys can read it. Same goes to this means of obtaining price quote. This one you guys can read it. This one you guys can read it. This one are the sample invoice. Okay, why I say this one can you guys can read it, because this just common knowledge about steward. One are sample invoice, in case kalau you beli barang-barang basah ke kering ke, dia akan tunjuk benda ni dekat apa, when supplier give you the receipt. This one you guys can read it. Same goes to this. Chef life, I will explain later in chapter 5, so don't worry about it. Same goes to this. You guys can read it. Just normal because y'all just doing assignments. Okay. This one you guys can read it. Same goes to this. Okay, this and this. So that's all today for chapter 4, and we will have a quick break for chapter 5. So not to worry about it because I will pause the video for the next chapter. Thank you.